Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be jamming out with the 5 weirdest guitar pedals I could get my hands on. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Well, to quote Frank Reynolds, I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it. So without further ado, let's check them out. There comes a time in every musician's life where they grow a beard, become all zenned out, and get into Indian music. Which apparently is right now for me. But when that time comes, Electro Harmonics has you covered with their Ravish sitar pedal. A device designed to make your guitar sound like, you guessed it, a sitar. On a sitar, there are 2 sets of strings with 2 rolls. You have the strings that the musician plays called the lead strings, and the strings underneath that naturally drone out called the sympathetic strings. The volume and tone of those strings can be controlled here with these black knobs. Now, the sympathetic strings need to be in tune with the song we're playing or it's gonna sound horrible. We can select the key as well as some other features with this knob here. Here's an example in the key of D major. Or if we were in, say, E Phrygian, we would set it accordingly. There's a bunch of really cool features. I'm not going to get into all of them. My overall thoughts, I mean, there's limited practicality, but if you need to get in touch with your inner yogi, this should do the trick. I bought this off of Amazon with every intention of returning it after shooting this video, but it's pretty cool. I'll probably hang on to it. Next, we've got the Boss V01, the guitar player's vocoder. You plug in your guitar as well as a microphone, and it combines the two into a wonderful robotic entity. It's great for getting your Daft Punk on. Alternatively, if you play in an Imogen Heap cover band, this thing should do the trick. Let's check it out.
As you can see, I can now talk through my guitar, which is pretty amazing if your singing voice sounds like mine.
Oh, what fun. With this, we've got 4 models we can choose from. The traditional talk box, the advanced setting, that one I was using to talk earlier, one called vintage, and the last one's called choir. My thoughts, this thing beats the hell out of a traditional talk box, especially since you don't look like a maniac with a tube hanging out of your mouth dripping in saliva. Moving right along, this next pedal is brought to us by the king of zany stomp boxes, Z-VEX, the Z-VEX Sequoia. This little dandy is quite cool. Here's how it works. Each one of these little knobs represents a tone control, brightness, darkness, much like a wah. Unlike a wah, it doesn't transition between bright and dark fluidly. Instead, it jumps between the settings in a series of steps. Definitely a lot of fun to be had with this pedal. In review, I'm a pretty big fan. This pedal's a beauty. I'm sure you're gonna hear it pop up in some of my music. However, for some strange reason, it gives me the urge to throw my television into the trash. Moving on, so funny story here. In preparation for nuclear winter, I decided to buy a radiation tester on eBay. How surprised was I when I got a guitar pedal called the WMD Geiger counter. The main draw to this pedal is that it can make your guitar sound like it's being played through a classic NES. It's got a number of different settings to get that 8-bit groove. As well, it's got some pretty cool fuzz sounds. It even has one setting that makes it sound like an atomic bomb went off. So my review, I'm not sure how well I'll be able to detect the radiation in my Nuka-Cola with this thing, but it makes a pretty awesome guitar pedal. On to our last pedal. I think I speak for every guitar player in the world when I say the first thing we think when we pick up this instrument is, how can I make it sound like my guitar is speaking Japanese? We finally have an answer to that age-old question in the form of the Korg Miku Gita Pedaru. To understand this pedal, we must first look at the tale of Hatsune Miku. In the far-off lands of Japan, the brilliant minds of Krypton Future Media decided that singers were a pain to deal with, so why not make a virtual one? A number of samples were put together that could be triggered, tuned, and used to create an artificial singing voice. This robot musician was named Hatsune Miku. Miku. They then decided to make her a 16-year-old girl with green pigtails. So anyway, the Korg Miku is that software contained within a guitar pedal. With this knob, you can select which sounds are triggered. For example, nyan, or la. As well as others, you can also set it to random. This pedal is perfect for turning your favorite songs into J-pop, which I know you want to do. In conclusion, this pedal is the greatest thing since Leo Fender designed the Stratocaster. Mark my words, I will find a way to use it to bring great honor to my family. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got new videos every Monday and Friday, please stay tuned. Big thanks to everyone who supports my channel through Patreon. You guys make these videos possible. I'm Samurai Guitarist. Thank you all again for watching. I'll see you next time.